Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. Today we're going to be talking about more rumors for the LCS LEC League of Legends offseason. Today we have some really massive news we're going to be talking about. As you can see on the screen, this is rumored that brokenblade is going to be leaving TSM, or he got kicked from TSM, however you want to word it. I mean, pretty much he got kicked from TSM. He obviously wanted to be back. We know the famous double middle finger picture that we talked about earlier. He's going to be joining Schalke 04 in the LEC as their starting top laner for 2021. Now, this is obviously a huge story for TSM fans, for fans of the LEC, and it's just one of the first big dominoes to fall in the offseason. And hopefully now that this one's fallen, we can start getting a lot of more moves in the next coming days. But before we get into this one, I just want to mention real quick, we do have a $25 RP giveaway going on right now for Christmas as my way of giving back to you guys, because the channel's been doing so well lately. So I want to give one of you guys a nice Christmas present, help you guys out for helping me out. Check out the first link in the description below for that if you're interested. With that being said, here we go, talking about this news, giving my thoughts, opinions, and everything. So first up, Schalke got rid of Odoamne, or Odoamne signed with another team. He's not coming back with Schalke, so they had their top lane position open, and brokenblade is an EU resident. Even though he's playing in North America, he's not going to be an import in EU. He's from Turkey. He is going to be able to play in the LEC with EU residency, so that makes a lot of sense for Schalke. Also, EU teams never really have a problem with having import slots or anything, so it shouldn't be too big of a deal there. I am going to be really interested to see how brokenblade does in the LEC, because he is for sure a guy with a lot of natural talent. He had some very high highs on TSM. I'm thinking from the very first spring finals he played, he had like an insane Vladimir pop-off game against Team Liquid when TSM was pretty big underdogs. He almost willed them to a LCS title in his very first split. He eventually did end up winning an LCS title with TSM. Obviously, he's been one of the top 3 top laners in the LCS pretty much every season that he's played, so he is very good, but obviously he's not fitting into TSM's future. One, because he's been extremely inconsistent. There's questions about his playstyle. Can he play weak side? Can he play tanks good? Does he fit in with the TSM roster? And he's an import in North America, and having an import top laner can be tough at times, especially with Bjergsen retiring and TSM most likely needing to import a mid. So it did seem like he wanted to stay with TSM, but it seems like TSM has had other options. But I am glad that another position has opened up for brokenblade on a pretty good team, because again, Schalke, even though they started out very poorly at the beginning of the LEC, they obviously had that miracle run where they came back, they made it to playoffs, and they almost qualified for Worlds before they finally got knocked out by Mad Lions. But they're coming into 2021 with a ton of momentum, so this is very exciting. brokenblade is getting into a position right away where he's going to have a chance to be successful in the LEC. Obviously, most people would say that the LEC is a whole nother level from the LCS, even though I would assume they're a little bit closer. Outside of G2 and Fnatic, I would assume the rest of the LCS and LEC are actually pretty similar. We had similar world results with the other teams this year. But brokenblade's going to get a chance to really prove himself again. He's going to have to earn the respect of new fan bases, new teams, all that stuff. And he does play he plays a very aggressive, very carry-oriented style of top lane. It'll be interesting to see how that fits in with Schalke, if they're willing to play around brokenblade, or if he's going to have to learn how to play weak side, how to play tanks, and how that playstyle is going to fit over in Europe. Again, he's an awesome personality. He's really a person that anyone would want to have on their team. He's so marketable. He's so good for your brand and everything, and he's always going to be a positive, carefree, great attitude. So I definitely wish him the best of luck, but I don't love the double middle finger post he has, obviously, on Instagram and stuff, as he is let go from TSM. In the end, I think this move makes a ton of sense for all the teams. Again, TSM, if they don't have an import slot open, they can't stick with him no matter how good of a prospect they think he is. Schalke, they lost their top laner, and brokenblade is one of the best top lane free agents available, honestly, so that's a pretty good move. And then for brokenblade, you're getting still on a team that's going to be able to compete for a playoff spot, for a world spot in the LEC. So really everyone shouldn't be too upset here. Yeah, it sucks for brokenblade getting kicked from the team that he seemed to love so much. He seemed to really love North America, the fans, just being on TSM. But obviously it's a business and this kind of stuff happens. But again, this is a huge move. It also confirms that TSM is now in the market for a top laner, so it'll be very interesting to see if they're going to be able to land Impact or Licorice, or who they're going to have to go with in the top lane. That's going to be a huge part of this whole offseason puzzle we have going on. So much craziness. But again, this is one of the big first dominoes. Again, not confirmed completely, just a rumor, stuff going on behind the scenes, but Wooloo does seem pretty confident about this, because again, he has been saying he's going to tweet less lately. He's only going to tweet about more specific stuff. Also, we've gotten this news from a couple other sources as well, so I do think that this is legit. Broken Blade going to be on the move in 2021, headed to the LEC. But that's pretty much it for this video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below. How do you think Broken Blade is going to do in Schalke? Do you think he's better than Odoamne? Do you think it's a side grade? Do you think it's a downgrade? Do you think it's an upgrade? I'm very curious to see how he's going to do compared to Odoamne, because I think, if I had to guess, I would say they're equal level players. It's hard to judge one person playing in the LEC, one person playing in the LCS. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Again, subscribe to update on the latest content. Check out the first link in the description below for that giveaway we got going on. Hopefully I catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.